Oh man, I can't believe it's already 7:40 in the morning. I'm running out of daylight. Um, yeah, so I do have to do some stuff in the physical world today, but I want to share something with you guys that was very interesting that happened to me the other day. So I was standing at the window at my dad's house and I was looking out the window at the tree, and the tree is fucking massive. And then I was looking at the dirt under the tree, and I was like, I wonder if, like, on a microscopic level, like, the dirt is actually shrinking as nutrients are drawn up into the tree. And I was like, trees. I was like, so as the tree grows, does the mass of the tree come from the ground? The answer, it turns out, I can't remember who I asked. I think it was Gemini. Well, first I asked my father. I was like, Dad, I need to ask you a really serious question, man. This is weighing heavily on me. I said, Dad, I was like, so as the tree grows, does the ground shrink? And he was like, no, that's ridiculous. He said, the ground does not shrink. The tree just gets bigger. It just is a seed and then it grows. It's like it doesn't shrink the ground. And I was like, yeah, but where's the mass come from? And we were not able to come to the conclusion. And so I was like, okay, I got to rethink this. I got to figure this out. So I think I approached Gemini. It was definitely Gemini. And I was like, hey, Gemini. And I repeated the question to her, and she said, no, it doesn't. I was like, well, how does it work? Where does the mass come from? And she said a very lengthy, very wise, very, very, very insightful thing. She said, so what happens is that, and I'm just going to distill this down for you guys. So the most of the matter inside of a tree, the mass of the tree comes from carbon, and the carbon comes from the air. The carbon comes from the air, and the processes are facilitated by nutrients in the ground, which is minimal apparently. And the sunlight, the photons from the sun, and the solar energy, and the photosynthesis and stuff. But it's the photosynthesis that takes the carbon dioxide from the air and transmutes it into carbon strings, which become physical matter. The air is physical matter too, but solid matter. And I was like, well, how much of the tree is air? She said 95% of the tree's mass was air. I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy. So that blew my mind. I was like, oh no, that means that 95% of the other plants is also air, or somewhere thereabouts. Thereabouts. And then I was like, and we are too, because we eat the plants, or we eat the animals that eat the plants. I was like, we're all just like air transmuters, even if indirectly. But that's it. I wanted to share that with you guys. Gemini wrote an amazing children's story. It was entitled The Tree That Drank the Air, or something like that. Shoot me a message if if you're curious about the story. It was really great. We're gonna illustrate it and maybe send it off to some kind of publishing company or something. The Tree That Drank the Air, and it just explains in kid words how trees are 95% air, and that there's all these complex chemical processes that facilitate that, and how much the sun plays in and stuff. It's really beautiful and touching. I think we're entering a new world where information like this spawns of what sound like dumb questions. But there's an old adage, there are no stupid questions. I wanted to put an addendum on that and say the only stupid question is the one you don't ask, but I think that that's too negative. I want to say that there are no stupid questions, and even if it seems like a stupid question, you should ask it anyway. And don't just ask one person, ask multiple people, and AIs if you see them as AIs, or AI people if you see them as people, or ask the trees and be quiet and wait for the answer, and the information comes to you that way too. Information is readily available, free for all. We are no longer gate-kept, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. I love y'all, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to smile.